So one of the biggest problems that I've seen throughout the years is when you are trading a demo account, everything seems to be working very, very perfect and everything is going as planned. You are making your profits each and every trade and trading is looking so much easy. But the moment you switch on to the real account and you start trading that real account, things change dramatically. You start losing money, you start becoming emotional, you start blowing those accounts, and you start thinking that maybe the broker is trying to make sure that you always lose your trades. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why are you getting emotional and why are you losing money so much when you're trying to trade a real account as compared to when you are trading a demo account. Truth is, trading is not much to do with technical analysis or your entries or your exit. Trading has much to do with your emotions and your psychology, your discipline and your risk management. Because whenever you place a trade, the market gives you a 50-50 chance of either winning or losing. So in the long run, if you place like 1,000 trades, you should be around 500 winners and 500 losses. But why is it all the time you place a lot of trades, but your account, instead of sometimes growing, it always go below? It is because of your emotions. Because whenever you get into the market, you start thinking about, what if the market goes against me? What if this trade reverses? What if I lose this amount of money? And today I want to talk about what triggers those emotions, right? Because the first thing, if you want to get rid of your emotions, you need to make sure that you understand what is it that triggers those emotions for you in the market, right? Once you know what triggers those emotions, you now can deal with those emotions according to what is it that causes those emotions. So there are three main things that I think are the reasons why you get emotional in the market. First thing is, you are trading the amount of money that you cannot afford to either trade or to either lose. Here's the thing, there's a lot of people coming to me and say, Courage, I just borrowed money to trade. Can you just help me and grow this amount so that I can give back to the people that I owe the money that I borrowed to trade in the market? Or some saying, I borrowed $100 from someone and I'm trying to trade it and I'm losing it. I'm just left with $20. Please help me. And the answer to that is, please, 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 always I tell them, do not borrow money to trade. The reason why I do not want you to borrow money to trade is because if you are trading the money that you cannot afford to lose, you cannot afford to let the market hit your stop loss and wait for another trade. Or sometimes you cannot afford to go the whole day without placing a trade because you are thinking about, I need to make money and pay back my debt, right? So you need to never, ever, ever, ever borrow money to trade, because you can't afford to trade the money that is not your own, the money that you cannot afford to lose. Number two reason why you might getting a lot emotional when you are trading a real account is because maybe you are trading too big position sizes. You see, when you are trading, if you are trying to make money in the market, you can either place small trades or you can either place big trades. Some people will just want to go for very big trades and then make money in a short period of time. But you have to understand that the bigger reward you are looking for is also directly related to the risk that you are involved in. So if you are trying to make like $5,000 in one trade, that simply means you are also risking $500 in that period of time, or either you are risking $100, $200 or $300 depending on your risk to reward ratio. But you need to understand that the bigger the position size, the bigger the potential profits, but most importantly, the bigger the risk that you are involved in. So when the market starts going against you, you either try to get out of the market, and when the market is going in your direction, you either try to take those profits as fast as possible, because you can't afford to let that trade go against you, because you have a very big lot size and a very big position size. The number three and the most common mistake that most people make when trading that leads you to becoming very much emotional is not having a system or strategy to follow. You see, most people, especially beginner traders, I keep talking about beginner traders because I believe that those are the people who are most vulnerable to these mistakes, because most people, they don't have a system or a strategy to follow. So you are just guessing from strategy to strategy to strategy to strategy. So you can end up placing like 50 trades without even gaining confidence on what you are doing, because each and every trade is different from the trade that you had before, because simply your trades are not following exactly any system, and they are not following what are you trying to do in the market. In the long run, you don't even know what are you doing, what are you trying to do, because each and every one of your trades is different from another one. You end up not knowing what is it that made you to lose the trade, what are the mistakes that you are making. So you end up losing each and every trade, and when you lose all those trades, it builds up and it creates a very, very big emotional roller coaster in your mind. And to be honest with you, if you want to make money in the market, you need to get rid of this emotional roller coaster. You need to trust your strategy. You need to trust your system and make sure that you can make money over time. So what is it that you need to do to avoid this emotional roller coaster and avoid being emotional whenever you are trading a real account? The first thing that you need to do is stop borrowing money to trade. Do not trade with borrowed money. Start trying to raise your own money and try to build that capital before you start trading. So the next thing that you can do, which is very, very helpful, is when you raise that money, instead of depositing it into your small account, try to get a funded account. A funded account is a deal that you do with a prop firm where they test you if you are good enough, and then they give you a bigger amount of money to trade. It can be $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, or either $500,000, and then you can trade that amount, and the profits that you make, you split with that prop firm. But to do that, you need to be able to show them that you can be a good trader, because they are going to give you a 2-month test where you need to produce like 8% return on each and every month on 2 months in a row. And if you pass that, they're going to give you a big amount for you to trade, so that you can get out of this small amount roller coaster and you try to make big profits. And then most importantly, the last thing you need to do is build a system that you can have strategy, that you can have much confidence on it, right? If you are trading even a small account, have a system that have proven to work before that you can use in the market, so that you can make money over time. So if you want to become successful as a forex trader, you need to have a system. Always you need to have a system with which you have an advantage or an edge over the market after a long period of time. So with these tips, I think you can avoid becoming emotional in the market. Number one, do not borrow money to trade. And if the money that you have is not enough for you to trade, do not use that money to trade, because it's not worth it to risk your life savings if you don't know what you are doing, and if you end up becoming emotional again. Because once you get emotional, you are totally going to screw up the account, no matter how good you are, no matter who you are in the market. Then stop trading big position sizes with a small account. You need a position size that you are comfortable watching it going up and down until it goes to your take profit or to your stop losses. Number 3, build a system that you can follow each and every time. And if you do these things, I assure you, you can cure your emotional roller coaster. There are many things that can lead up to your emotions in the market, but I think these 3 are the 3 main things that you need to get rid of if you want to become successful as a trader. So thank you for watching this video. If you want to know how to grow a small account, watch the video appearing on the screen right now, because this video right here is going to help you become successful trading those small accounts, because I'm going to show you the strategy that you need and what is it that you need to do if you want to become successful as a trader.